Hi everybody. Welcome to Lee's channel.
My friend Caroline invited me to her house because she says that something is wrong with her Monstera. Even though it looks perfectly fine, this is what she has to say.
It's not great.
I think it's pretty great. She's pretty much said that it hasn't grown a new leaf in like the last 6 months or so. There's a couple things wrong with it. If you look really closely, her plant actually has thrips. These marks here, this is actually like bite marks that the adult and the larval thrips will make as they're chewing on the leaves. You can tell there's a whole bunch pretty much everywhere. I wouldn't say that this plant is infested. I can't see any adults, which is pretty good. First thing we're gonna do is take it out the pot so we can actually see what the roots look like. Other than the pest infestation, if it hasn't grown roots in a really long time, it could be a little bit pot bound. To get it out, you just step on it a little bit and roll it. Then we'll pull it out, see what it looks like. Yeah, no, it's gonna be fine.
Okay.
It's gonna be fine.
All right. Oh no.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna step in it a few more times.
Okay, more stepping. Okay. All right, it's gonna be great now.
Okay. Ta-da!
Wow, I think it needs an upgrade. Getting a close up on the roots clearly needs a new pot. I'd say it's about like 90% full right now. Usually I don't bother with getting all of the roots untangled because they grow from so many different directions, but if you feel so inclined to remove just a little bit to keep them a bit more loose so that they have a bit more room to start the expansion process like this, you can try something like that. So we're going from, what did you say this was, 10-inch pot?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going from a 10-inch pot to 12. This is the very fancy soil mix that I like to use. Perlite soil, horticultural charcoal, orchid bark, all the good stuff. Very chunky mix so that it can stay aerated, have lots of oxygen access to the roots as well. Now I'm just checking to see how much space it'll have below. I think I can go a little bit more in here. Okay, now I always talk about staking your plant at the back. So if you can get a close-up right here. The last time when we planted this together, we made sure that both of the stems were lining up. So this is the back of the plant right here. And you can see it's the back because all of the aerial roots are coming from this side. If I were to flip it around, you see all of the petioles that are meeting the stem. So we have to make sure that we stake it in this direction right here. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. So after our plant goes in, Caroline is going to pick what stake she wants. I brought 2 different ones. I brought a birch bark pole and I bought a plank. So she's gonna come over here, decide what looks nicest. What do you think?
I think I like this one.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. So if we're trying to have it set up in the back, we'll get it right in here, lined up perfectly between the two.
Is there strong edges?
Yep. How do you feel about getting your hands dirty?
It's all right. Smells interesting.
Does it smell like?
The earth.
Does it smell like air?
Yes. Like air.
Caroline's gonna take over and she's gonna tie the plant to the moss pole. And while she does that, she's gonna give you the best Monstera tips that she knows.
Okay.
Okay, go for it.
All right. How do I tie it?
To the
Okay, which one? This one?
Yeah, that's the newest step. So you're gonna go down all the way
Okay.
under here
All right.
and then tie that.
What about this guy here?
If you can get them both together, you
Okay.
can do it together.
Awesome.
And-
Now, the best Monstera care tips I can give everybody is to watch Kill This Plant. So if you haven't already, please like and subscribe to Lee's channel. And yeah, just find a plant friend like Lee to help you. That's my best tip. All right. And then what do I do with this?
And if you could just tell Caroline what she's doing wrong right now in the comments,
I'm
that
so
would be
sorry.
great. So
Okay.
these are the petioles
Okay.
that you do not need to tie.
All right.
You just want to focus on the stem parts. You see this?
Which one?
This part right here?
Okay, yes.
This is the caterpillar where the new leaf is going to come in.
Okay.
So if you tie this,
Yes.
what's going to happen to the new leaf?
It'll be damaged.
Yeah. So can you say that like it was your idea?
If I tie this, it will be damaged. So
And why?
because there's a new growth right here, and I'll damage it down here, and it won't grow out into a big, beautiful leaf
Yes, perfect.
with hopefully many fenestrations.
That was the best.
Okay.
Next, get the fertilizer. And on the back of the fertilizer, I put all of the pot sizes and how much fertilizer you need to put in. So for 12 inches, for a 12-inch pot, it's like 3 tablespoons. So because it's new soil and it has a little bit of fertilizer already in it,
Okay.
you don't need to do as much. So if you could eyeball it for 10 inches.
Okay. 1.5 tablespoons.
Okay, perfect. Just shake it in.
Shake it in.
Yeah.
Can I do like I'm cooking and I measure it in the cup first? Can I do that?
Sure.
Okay. Is this about a tablespoon? No, that's like 2, like that. And
Yeah.
a half? Like that. Does that look good?
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
About this much in the cup?
Yeah.
Okay. And I just shake it. Clearly I'm new at this. This is why I need help with my plant.
It's really important that as soon as you repot your plant, you need to water the soil. If extremely dry soil is touching the roots, that could actually desiccate the roots, killing them off. So you want to make sure that you saturate the soil completely with water so that it has a chance to settle and then grow into its new soil. The last thing that we need to do, because I know that Caroline's plant has thrips, I actually bought some bugs and we're going to basically infest her house and her plant with some beneficial insects that will hopefully kill off the rest of the thrips that are somewhere inside her plant. The last thing I'm going to force Caroline to do is apply these bugs, which I didn't tell her that she needs to do it.
Oh my god, okay.
These ones in little sachets are Ambicilius Swirsky mites. They eat the first larval stage as soon as they hatch from the eggs. This one is hard to pronounce. This is Stratiolalaps scymatus. These are a soil mite that eats the larval stage. After the first larval stage, they develop and they fall into the soil.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, and then once they're in the soil, they eat dead and decaying leaf matter. So your thrips can be living in your soil and hibernating as well. And then the last thing that you're going to put on is the Aureus insidiosus, and these are flying beetles. They're pretty small, but you can very clearly see them. And these ones eat all stages, including the adult thrips. So these ones, they do a lot. You can see so many.
No,
look,
I don't
look,
want to
look
look
how
at
many.
it.
Look, just look.
12,000?
Yeah.
There's 12,000 of them in here?
That's hardly anything.
Okay. It's the Parmesan cheese shaker. I don't have to mix this with my hands after, right?
No.
Okay, thank God.
Next, one sachet 1 sachet of the Ambicillus swirsky. You put it on any of the petioles.
Is this a petiole?
Yeah. Not that one.
Oh yes, because otherwise I'll damage this.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll put it here.
Perfect. So there's a tiny hole in this where they crawl out. And just make sure that you don't get it wet.
Okay.
Okay, because it's like a gremlin.
I'm nervous.
You should be.
There's 500 of them.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Oh,
You okay?
do I remove the mesh?
Listen, the mesh has to come back on eventually.
Okay.
So take the mesh with the cap.
Okay.
Yeah, you're good. Good. Just shake a tiny, tiny bit. Okay, that's enough. Oh my god. They're all over your hands too.
Stop. Yeah.
And just brush them off gently
Okay.
from your hands.
We want them for my plant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now if you look inside, you see so many are crawling out. How do you feel?
Unclean. Goodbye, thrips. And if you haven't already liked this video, please like and subscribe to Lee's channel, Kill This Plant.
Alright, bye.
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 Bye, everybody.